Hello and welcome to the Vetter discussion. My name is Ryan. I'm so glad to be your host today. We have a fantastic show lined up for you today. Over the last handful of weeks, we've been going over the whole process of utilizing the Vetter platform, familiarizing yourself with the Vetter platform, how to find your next 2x, your next 10x, your next 100x, what to look out for with the project, what the criteria is that you're looking for to get into these projects. As you're approaching the pre-sale, what things to look for the team and on the pre-sale and the token metrics and things like that. And today, we're going to cover, now that the project has launched, you've taken part in the pre-sale, how to claim your tokens, okay? How to claim your tokens and doing that with a sense of urgency. And now what's next? Okay, you've done all that. You've claimed your tokens. Now, what do you do? Okay, that's exactly what we're going to cover. We're going to cover how to claim your tokens on Pinksale, and then what are the next steps based on what you've learned and what you have utilized. Again, my name is Ryan. I'm going to be your host today, and this call is going to be interactive. So if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand and I'll unmute you, or drop your questions in the comment section, and we'll be sure to answer you there. Now, whether you are a veteran in our community or you're brand spanking new, today I'm going to share with you how best to utilize the Vetter platform, which is hands down the best research tool in the crypto space to help you find your next 2x, 10x, 100x, and beyond. Now, if you're watching this right now and you don't know what Vetter is, you've never heard of Vetter, you don't know what the platform is all about, I invite you to go check out vetter.ai. You're going to be able to learn what exactly the Vetter ecosystem is. Okay, it's more than just some kind of project that's out there in the crypto space. This is a company that's literally revolutionizing the crypto space, creating innovations, creating technology that support crypto enthusiasts and supporting them with an ecosystem that can help them accomplish their crypto goals. Now, today we are going to cover a little bit about the platform. Okay, we're going to cover a little bit about the platform. We're going to look at a couple projects also, but again, the whole focus of today is getting really clear on how to claim your tokens, how to add your tokens to your wallet, and what do you do next? Okay. Now, before we jump into that, I do want to mention that anything I say today, it's not financial advice. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. Anything you hear that comes out of my mouth is not financial advice. Okay, I'm literally just sharing with you ideas and concepts on how best to utilize this platform so you can figure out how to make it work for yourself. And if anything, just feeding the mindset. Okay, the head game is super important in this space. And, I feel like I want to do my part in sharing those ideas and concepts, ultimately to help you get the kind of results that you want to get. Now, whether that's you just making a couple $100 a month or you taking it literally as high and as far as you want. My goal and intent is to drop ideas and concepts to support you in doing that. Now, the second thing I want to say is Vetter platform is a research tool. Okay, it's a tool. It's not a crystal ball. It's a tool. Someone asked me one time, Ryan, can you show me the next 2x? Where's the next 10x? When are you going to show me the 10x? Hey, that's not how this works. That's not how this game works. If it was, we would all be billionaires, okay? This is a tool to support you, okay? Based on your own past experiences in life, based on your own perspective, based on your own personal mindset, based on your own personal finances. This is a tool to help you get better and help you accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. It's not about, oh, hey, this is the next 10x. It's about, here are the skill sets and here's a tool to help you and support you in finding your next 10x. Now, just out of curiosity, go ahead and type in the chat how long you've been part of the Vetter community. I always like to ask and see, we are a worldwide audience, worldwide community, and I always like to see, who are the new members in our community. Just want to say a warm welcome. Thank you for being here. We have people from all over the world, different walks of life, different experience levels, but also people who are brand new to the crypto space and people who have been here since the beginning. I personally have been a part of the Vetter community since early October. Okay, early October for me. And there's people that are in our community who've been here before this was even a platform. The concept was originally done in Discord. This is where the process came into play. This is where everything came together. And so there's some members on our community who've been here since the absolute very beginning. And I just want to say, hey, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the community. If not for your level of commitment, your level of participation, you asking questions, you showing up, we all benefit from that. Okay, so whether you're brand spanking new or you've been here since day one, everybody is in this together, working together, and supporting each other in this process. And that's one of the things I absolutely love about this community. Okay, one of the things I absolutely love about this platform is the crowdsourced intelligence model, CI. Okay, you probably heard about AI, artificial intelligence. We've combined artificial intelligence with crowdsourced intelligence, AI with CI. Crowdsourced intelligence is allowing you to be able to connect with people from all over the world, different walks of life, different experience levels, and it can support you in shortening your learning curve. Okay, you don't have to make the same mistakes that I made, or the same mistakes that Bob made, or the same mistakes that Cindy made. Literally, you can come on board, ask questions, get your questions answered, and that can support you, and you can save yourself time, energy, and money. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into some announcements real quick. I want to give a shout out to Brink36. He was a Scout of the Week last week. Brink does a fantastic job. And if you've ever heard Brink share his thoughts on different topics, he is very, very thorough in his research. And so I just wanted to give him a shout out. Congrats, Brink36. Thank you for being a part of the community, and congrats on being Scout of the Week. Now, last week we wrapped up Blockdown in Croatia, and now we're at the next event in Rome. And pretty cool to see, Vetter Platform right next to Binance as a major sponsor. And also there were some pictures there you can see. And I thought these pictures looked pretty sweet. Okay, I did. I thought they looked pretty cool. But when I saw the Telegram video, I'm just going to go over to Telegram real quick. I want to show you this video. When I saw this, I was amazed. Like it's not just a banner somewhere. Okay, it's like the hallway. Like it just keeps going. Like not just one little ad here or there. Like literally all out. This is what people are saying. This is phenomenal. This is absolutely phenomenal. And like I said, when I saw this, I was really excited. I want to share it with us today. So back to the slides here. Like I said, these pictures are great, but the video, wow, just really shows the kind of visual representation that we have, and the kind of I don't know what word to use aside from stacking, meaning there are so many different things going on behind the scenes, and the foundation that is being built over the last handful of months that we're starting to build upon is just out of this world, absolutely out of this world. Okay, so a lot of exciting things happening, a lot of exciting things coming down the line here. And so again, today we're going to talk about how to claim your tokens on Pinksale. Okay, now I wanted to cover this subject because just some of the questions that I had seen before in chat and Telegram and Discord, some of the message I've received. And so while this may be really basic, don't tune out completely. And if there's something that you've experienced personally, feel free to drop it in the comments or raise your hand and chime in. Okay, so let's say that you're super experienced and there's little nuances or little tricks that feel free to chime in and share those ideas as well. Okay, let's go ahead and let's pull up Pinksale here. Okay, so just to do a quick recap, over the last handful of weeks, let me just go ahead and pull it up right here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is Vetter University. Okay, And within that, we have, when it loads here, there we go. We scroll down to the bottom here, we see daily discussions. You click on this first one, and here is the library where these are the topics that we cover. Okay, so last handful of weeks, we've been covering new to the crypto and presale space. Watch this now. This is how to familiarize yourself with a better platform. Okay, hidden secrets for massive crypto gains. This is what to look for at certain projects. What are the criteria that actually matters? Okay, what to look out for heading into a presale. This is a topic we covered last week. What are the things to look for from the team? What are the things to look for on Pinksale? So we've been going in order around how to use the platform, how to find projects you want to invest in. Okay. Now there's other topics that we've covered already. Data-driven crypto games found in the Better platform. Basically, how to look for projects or how to follow scouts based on the data. Okay. How to get massive and consistent crypto gains. Okay. What to look for when researching launchpads in Better platform. Okay, how to use signals, favorites, watch lists on the platform. Okay, how to keep track of crypto presales. Okay, and then how to pick the best scouts to get the hottest signals. Okay, so these are the topics we've been covering the last handful of weeks. And like I said, each topic builds upon the last and prepares you for the next. Okay, so today, just imagine that you've been following along, you've been utilizing the platform, you found a project you want to invest in, you've done your due diligence, you took part in the presale, and now it's time to claim. Okay, so what we'd be doing here is we'd be looking at a project, and let's see if we can find one that has just finished. Ended. And let's see. This is a fair launch. Okay, so what we're going to do here is you want to be in touch with Telegram. Okay, you want to be in touch with a Telegram because they're going to indicate when they're going to launch. Okay, so you just took part in the presale. You submitted your contribution based on what? Your own personal money management. Okay, you know exactly how much you're going to get in. Okay, you know what your exit strategy is going to be. You've participated, and now it's time to claim. And what you're going to see is you're going to see your button up here that says, claim. You can claim yours. Let me pull up one that I was a part of, and then it'll show up that way. Yep. Okay. So they're going to let you know when the project is going to launch. Okay. Telegram is. Okay. That's why you want to be following Telegram. Okay, sometimes after the presale, sometimes a project may launch an hour after the presale wraps up or the fair launch wraps up. Once they close it out, they're going to say, okay, hey, you can claim and everything's good to go. Okay. Sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 24 hours. Okay, so for example, let's say the Web3 just wrapped up. They would say, hey guys, we're going to be launching 24 hours from now. So make sure to check the Telegram so you can claim at launch. Okay. Now, oftentimes, whenever the project goes live, that's when you can claim the tokens. Okay, meaning the project is now launched and you can claim your tokens. Okay, so this would be lit up. It would be like pink or something. And right now I've already claimed, and that's why it's shown in gray. But when you click claim, there'll be a transaction. MetaMask will pop up. There'll be a transaction. And now you've claimed your tokens. Okay, you already submitted your funds. Okay, so like yesterday, when you clicked submit or contribute, you already did that with your funds. Okay, the funds have already been taken out. Okay, so this one doesn't start for 15 minutes. I'm sorry, yeah, 15 minutes. This would be kind of cool to watch. I mean, it is a fair launch, but let's find one that is currently active. I guess this is a new trend now. Literally, we're 3 for 3, and they've got YouTube videos on the on the project page. This is interesting. I mean, I know I've been offline for the last handful of days. I had a busy weekend, but I find it very fascinating that the top 5 projects all had a video. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it today until the end of the call, but this makes me really curious. Anyway, I was distracted. Let's see, go back to where we were. So none of these have started yet. So let me just go over here to Launchpad list, and we'll find one that is live. Okay, so right here. Okay, so if we wanted to contribute, no, this one's not live. Oh yeah, it is live. Okay, it ends in an hour. Okay, I'm sorry, a day. So right here is where we contribute. Okay, the minimum buy is 0.5 on this one. The max is 3. This is where we would buy. This is where the transaction happens. Transaction happens right now. Okay, and then when the presale closes, okay, when the presale closes, then you'll see the information that will just say, you know, like claim. Okay, when it's ready to launch on whatever the launch time is, an hour later, 5 hours later, 24 hours later, you'll see a button that says claim. When you claim it, now the tokens are added to your wallet. Okay, you will not be able to see the tokens in your wallet until you add the token address. This right here is a presale address. Okay, this right here is this number. That is not the token address. This right here is a token address. This is a contract address. Okay, this is the project address. Okay, I'm trying to say as many different words. That's one of the interesting things about crypto. There's some different phrases for the same concept or idea. Okay, this is what you would add to your wallet. Okay, this is what you would add to your wallet. So let's go ahead and open this up. And let me find one that doesn't have that in it. And let's just go on this one just for fun. Okay, so here's the contract address. You've just clicked claim. The project is launched. You open up MetaMask. You click assets. Okay, import tokens. You click import tokens. Okay, it's a custom token. You paste the contract in there. It says Web3, add custom token. Okay, I don't have any. Okay, but you click import, and now it's there, and it would show what your country, how many you purchased. Okay, so based on what your contribution amount was, right here is the amount of tokens that are now going to show up. Okay, so hey, congratulations. Now you got the tokens in your wallet. Now, if someone has a different idea or opinion, I fully welcome this. Here's my perspective on this moment. It is super important and critical. If you've done all the work up to this point to utilize the platform, do your due diligence, follow the project, ask questions, make it to the pre-sale, contribute. Hey, we're almost to the finish line. Don't stop now, okay? The race is not done yet. Show up at launch time. Show up on Pinksale. Claim your tokens. Get them in your wallet as soon as possible. Okay? As soon as possible. Like, this is super important stuff. Here's the reason why. For the first time ever in this entire process, claiming your tokens is the closest you're ever going to get to making a profit. Okay? Because before all this stuff, you can't make any money. The moment the tokens are in your possession, you can actually sell and get a profit. So why would you wait? Again, this is my philosophy. If you have a difference of opinion, I'm all welcome to hear it, okay? My philosophy, though, is throughout this entire process, you've worked your tail off, done your due diligence, follow the scouts, done your homework. It's time to claim. Show up, claim your tokens. Get them in your wallet. Make sure they're showing up right, okay? You're like, okay, great. I got my zero Web3. You got your 100 or your 200 or your 5,000, your 10 million, whatever token amount, okay? Now, for the first time ever, you have the ability, okay? You have the ability to actually make money in the space. Everything up until this point was preparing you for this moment right here, okay? Take it seriously. Treat it seriously. Claim them, okay? Claim them. Don't forget about it. Don't put it off either. Like, this is the most important thing. And there's a handful of reasons why I think it's important. I'm sure we could come up with others. But number one, let's say you're in a rewards type token. Okay? Rewards type token. This is my understanding how other people explain it to me. If this is incorrect, feel free to chime in. If this is a rewards type token and you're getting compounding every 3 seconds, if you're not holding the token, how in the world is a contract paying you? Pinksale is the one who's holding your token right now. They're just kind of holding it there. I'm not saying that they are or they are not getting the compound in there, but like that's something that I don't necessarily want to play around with and risk personally. I want to make sure that the tokens are in my wallet and everything is functioning like it should, instead of the tokens still being locked up with Pinksale or DexScreener or Unicrypt, okay? From my understanding and what some other people have told me, that as long as you are holding the tokens, you're going to get the compounding. But if it's still there in Pinksale, that's not the case. Now, if someone has other information, feel free to chime in, okay? Feel free to chime in. If you've been told or you know that compounding still happens while Pinksale is holding your tokens, okay, great. But still, get them in your possession. Okay, get them in your possession. So number one, you don't want to miss out on the rewards. Okay, there was a guy in our community who he reached out to me and said, hey, how do I claim? He didn't know how to claim. I was like, dude, you need to do this ASAP. This was like 3 or 4 days after launch. A lot of rewards have been paid out. And I'm just scratching my head thinking, no, I don't know how this happened. So I just want to stress this. Claim your tokens, okay? Next thing, what if there's glitches in the launch? Okay, what if there's a glitch in the launch? And maybe something happened and the rewards didn't kick out, or I was with a project that did really good, but they the private sellers were supposed to be vested, and they accidentally sent out all the tokens to the private sellers, and it created a lot of selling pressure. And so what the team decided to do was they actually stopped trading, they shut it down, and they relaunched. And they relaunched based on a snapshot of the tokens that were being held. Okay, so there's another reason. Again, is it possible that that snapshot could indicate that Pinksale is somehow holding my tokens, and therefore when this all works out, I'll get the tokens that I want? I suppose it's possible, but what definitely helps me sleep better at night is knowing that the tokens are in my wallet, and when they take a snapshot, they see my wallet and not some relationship between Pinksale. Okay, I'm not on the development side of things or the tech side of things. I'm on the let's make it simple side of things. And I want stuff to show up in my account so I get credit for that, okay? Those are 2 reasons that I can think of that are super important to claim right away. The third reason is so you can profit, okay? The moment that this goes live, okay, the moment they say, oh, it's live, and they're going to either, drop the contract in Telegram. They're going to drop the chart in Telegram. You can start watching the chart here. You can start seeing the chart and you're like, oh, this is great. And now you can base this off of your exit strategy, okay? Now that the tokens are in your wallet, I don't remember when this launched. Let me look just real quick, guys. The 21st, okay. Let me go back to the 21st. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now that the tokens are in your wallet, you're good to go. everything's fine. You showed up to launch. You know exactly what your exit strategy is going to be. Now you can implement that. Okay. So here we are. Imagine everything to the right here doesn't exist. Okay. It doesn't exist. Project just launched. Okay. This is where the project launched. We're already in. Our tokens are there. Everything's great. Okay. Price is going up. Okay. Let's see how much price is going up. Price is up 26%. Okay, fantastic. Price is up, 38%. Okay, great. Okay, now you're actually in the game, guys. Okay, if you want to close out at 20% because that's your strategy, now you can do it. If you want to close out at 37% because that's your strategy, now you can do it. The tokens are in your wallet. I don't remember what this did. I think it maybe got up to 50%. Oh no, just right at 40. Okay. So now let's say your strategy is 50% gain. Okay. Now you're just watching it. Okay. Now you're watching the project. Okay. Let's change out the time frame. This project took a little bit of time to gain some momentum. So this is one that you would have been waiting to get your, whether, you wanted a 50% gain or you wanted 2X or, a 3X. You got to wait a little bit on this one. They had a really big, they raised over 6,000 BNB. They had a really big market cap to launch at, and it just took a little bit of time. I'm going to refresh this. It just took a little bit of time for their marketing to kick in, for their ads to kick in, and for you to actually see it on the chart. Okay, so let's go back all the way back here. Okay. So let's see how long this one actually took to hit whatever your money management was. Okay, whatever your goals were. Okay. So again, right at launch, they did about 40%. Okay, 40% right there. Okay. And then let's see here. So it wasn't until right about there. They got 50%. Okay, so here's 50%. And this was how many days later? This was about 12 days. Okay, 12 days until that 50% mark. Okay, so 12 days to get to 50%. Okay, let's say that you're going for a 2X. $2X happened shortly thereafter. Like I said, this project took a little bit of time to create some momentum, but 12 days to get your 50% and about, I don't know, 13 and a half days. 13 days and 1 hour to get your 100%. So there's your 2X. Let's see, to get your 3X. It took 25 days to get your 3X, and then it kind of, it's tapered off since then. Okay. Now, something to consider with this project, and this is also why you need to do your due diligence and do your research to know what you're getting into. This project had rewards. Okay. This was 400,000% APY compounded every 3 seconds. Okay, whatever. People ask, hey, is this sustainable? Well, do you care if it's sustainable if you're getting out at a 2X? No. Do you care if it's sustainable if you're going to hold it for a year? Yeah. That would matter. Here's the kicker. Whether it's sustainable or not, this actually helps you hit your targets quicker because your account balance is going up. Okay. Because of the growth. So the compounding actually means, and this is rough math. Okay. But let's say that your goal was a 3X. Well, because of that compounding, instead of waiting to get out up here, maybe you get out down here. I don't know what the exact percentage is, so don't judge me if you're really quick at this. This is illustrative purposes only, guys. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. Instead of having to wait to the top, that compounding, maybe you got out right here. So that's how that stuff works. But that's the thing. You get to know what's going on. Now, the upside is in your wallet, okay, this is auto compounding. So in your wallet, let's say that you ended up with 1 BNB. I'm sorry, your contribution was 1 BNB. You ended up with 2.491 Web3. Okay. This number is going up. As buys and sells are happening, this number increases. Okay. And so you would see that in your wallet. And you'd be able to go to Pinksale and you'd be able to, I'm not Pinksale, I'm sorry. You'd be able to go to Pancake Swap and you'd be able to see, like, oh, okay, this is going up. This is how much this is worth. Okay, this is great. Okay, so let's just go ahead and look at that. Let's go to Pancake Swap. Let's say that you wanted to go for a 2x, okay, and you had to wait 12 days to get it. Or it was 13 days, 12 days, I don't remember. 13 days to get it, okay? And so now we're looking for, what was that? Web3, right? Web3, okay. Okay, and so now you're like, hey, this is it. Okay, great. Okay, so this is what if this is how much Web3 you had, you know, this is now what it's worth. Okay, and that's how you would swap. Okay, so you would swap to BNB. That's how you would take your profit. So my question is now, and just so you see that again, you're going to go to Pancake Swap. Let's start over. Okay, so as there are 3 tabs that I'm going to have open during the launch. I'm going to have Pinksale open. I'm going to have my chart open. I'm going to have Pancake Swap open. I need all of those. Okay. The moment I'm done with Pinksale, I'm closing it out. All I need from Pinksale is to click claim, grab the contract address. Okay. Also make sure, you know, same contract address is being shared in the Telegram group, the main Telegram group, from a pin message. I don't know what happened just there. Oh, well. Okay. Now I'm done with that. So I'm going to close that out. Okay. I paste the contract address into poocoin. Now I'm watching the chart. I'm on the minute chart. I'm watching it, seeing what's going on. Okay. I draw my line down here. Okay. I draw my line down here. This is where the listing price was. It was a fair launch. I pull my line up to where I want to take my profit. This is excluding taxes. Okay. All projects and taxes are going to be different. Okay. So just know that this is excluding taxes, but so my target area is 2x. Okay, so this is where I'm shooting for. Okay, let me zoom in so this is really clear. Let me take this away because we don't know how long it's going to take. Imagine all of this to the right has not come up yet. Let me do this. Let me show you this way. This will be better. Okay, let's go back down. Oh, this is an hour. Let's go back down to a minute. This is going to be good. This is going to be real good. Let's go down to a minute. I want to show how simple this is to plan for and be ready for. Okay, this is real simple, guys. And this is a little trick that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But there's a little calendar here, and you can click it and change the dates, and it can take you to this spot on the chart. Whoops. It'll take you to this spot on the chart. Instead of like you guys have seen me scroll, that little calendar there can take you right there, which is pretty handy. Okay, let's go full screen again so we can see this. And if I'm going over this right now and this is helpful, it's making sense, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I want to make sure that it's clear. If anything is not clear so far, feel free to drop me a comment or unmute and we can talk through it, okay? I want to make sure this is crystal clear. Okay, perfect. Get some thumbs up. Okay, so we're going to pretend all this has not happened yet over here. Okay, this is just launched. Okay, it's just launched. It's so exciting. Okay, so we're going to draw a big old box here. Whoops. And black. Oh, well, it needs to be not black. It needs to be gray. That color. That's close enough. Why is it doing that? That's interesting. Weird. That's really strange. Well, so the idea is it's supposed to look like this right now. For some reason, it only looks like that when I cursor over it. You get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so project has just launched, and we're trying to determine where we're going to exit. Okay, so you can take your forecasting tool here, put it on the line here, and you want to get out at a 2x. Like, okay, let's just drag it all the way up till we get to a 2x. There we go. This is our 2x spot. We'll just put a little line there. Okay. And we're going to pretend that all this stuff underneath does not exist. And as long as I cursor over it like that, or leave it highlighted, it's going to work like we want it to. Okay. So project just launched there. And so now you see where your entry was, because this was a fair launch. And now you see where your exit is. Okay. All the way up at the top. Okay, all the way up there. That's where you're going to get out. Now, with this project being whole numbers, when I mean whole numbers, it launched at $1.63, around $1.63 per token. You know, some projects have fractions. It's a lot harder, at least for me, to do those kind of calculations with all those zeros and all those random numbers. And so this is obviously pretty simple. You know, 168 times 2. Okay, pretty simple. That's double. Okay, but when it's not simple, I find the forecast tool to be super helpful in, you know, drawing that up. And now I can see, okay, 100%. Okay, great. Okay. So back to this. Now the game is simple. Okay. You're just waiting for price to come up, and that's your exit. Okay. It's real simple. Okay. Once price comes up here and gets to your exit, okay, now you can go over to pancake swap. Okay, the same way that you add this token address to your wallet, you would come in here and you would paste the contract address in there. I've already added it to mine, but you would want to add it here in pancake swap. Okay, so now when you're ready to close out, you can. Okay, all the work's been done. Everything's already set up. You're ready to go. Okay, and if you want to sell your entire bag, you sell your entire bag, or you know, you do the math based on what your plan is. Okay, does that make sense?
Wanda, can I ask a question?
Hi, Wanda. Of course, go ahead.
Rather than go to pancake swap, why would you not just swap it out while you're already in poocoin?
I don't necessarily use poocoin for this. I use DexScreener for my charting. Okay. That's a great question. So okay. Wanda's asking, so on poocoin, you can utilize, poocoin is just like pancake swap where you can do everything just there. And so I find that poocoin, personally, poocoin isn't as reliable to me as DexScreener.
Okay.
And so that's just a personal preference thing. But no, that's a fantastic point, Wanda. And now also saves a lot of time, because you don't have to swap back and forth between the screens.
No, like what I've done is I just hit trade, and as it's going up, like I have my tokens in position already, like reversed. And so as it goes up, then I just hit the swap.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, that is definitely much better than going back and forth between the two. So from a data perspective, on my side and how I use the charts, DexScreener. So sometimes what will happen with poocoin is you may see, like on this one it worked fine, but you may see like a really big wick right here, and then the body of the candle open up like this. Okay, so it looks something like you may see something like this.
Okay.
And this can throw things off. And so I just from a charting perspective, I always enjoy this DexScreener. DexScreener always shows those first candles really accurately, and that's just a personal preference. But no, you're absolutely right. Utilizing poocoin, since you're already there, if you only have one monitor, that is definitely the way to go. So thank you for bringing that up, Wanda.
No problem. Definitely personal preference, right? So
yeah, definitely. There's I don't think one is better than the other. And as far as simplicity goes, and minimizing mistakes and making it an efficient process, poocoin would definitely be the way to go. So that's a fantastic tip for beginners. Absolutely, like that is 100% way to go. So thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah. And one of the things that Deborah had shared is make sure that your wallet is connected. So whether that be on Pancake, whether that be on poocoin, doing these things in advance, make sure it's already connected. So just like the process of making sure you're connected also to Pinksale when you're ready to claim, those things get to be done in advance. So you're just not wasting, I guess not wasting, but so you're much more efficient at the process. Every second counts. And so making sure you're logged into everything, your wallet's connected to everything, definitely helpful in the way to go. So yeah, thank you, Deborah, for sharing that. And thank you, Wanda, for sharing that as well. Those are fantastic tips. Now, one of the things, and someone, if this is on poocoin, please let me know. One of the things that another reason I use DexScreener is you're able to set up Telegram price alerts. So for Web3, we're talking about we want to sell it at 2x. And remember, that didn't happen for days. And so, if your strategy is, hey, I'm going for 2x, I'm going to 2x, I'm not going to change my strategy, you just get to keep watching the chart and just keep staying by the chart and watching, or you can set up price alerts. Okay. And so I'll pull this up in Telegram. Let's see, DexScreener price alerts. So you're able to set up price alerts, and this is where we'll just set one up real quick. I'll show you how it works. Okay. So when you click this, Telegram price alerts right here, you click this. Okay, it opens up right here, and it's going to ask you, it's going to say, okay, create a price alert. Okay, let's create one. Okay, now it says put in the URL on DexScreener or the contract. Okay, so let's do the URL for Vetter. Okay, let's say you want to create a price alert for Vetter. Let's say that we want to create a price alert if price goes down here. Okay, so right here is 0.002603. Okay, so we go back to Telegram. Oh, sorry, we need this right here. We need this number or this address right here. So it's asking us in Telegram, it's saying, let me know by giving me the URL of the pair on DexScreener. Okay, so we paste in the URL. Okay, now it's going to say, okay, let's create a price alert for Vetter token. Current price is this. Current BNB is this. Is this right? Reply with yes or no. Yes. Okay, now it says over this price, over this, up, down, whichever. So we're going to do over, where were we? Here we go. We're going to go under this price because we're doing it below. Okay. Under. Uh-oh. What did I do not right? That should work. What if I just do this? It's not liking that. What if we just did this? I'm not sure why it's not working. I know I have these all set up. Is it over this? Yeah. Over this, yeah. All the other ones have worked. I don't know why this is not working. Let's see if it's just 0.2. Under.
Hey, Ryan, I think you got to add the dollar amount.
Oh, the dollar
sign.
amount. Hey, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking like, what in the world is going on? Hey, there we go. Okay, so you get to put the dollar amount in there. Yeah, it's so strange. Why, you guys? I don't know how long I would have sat here and tried to figure this out. So thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Okay, so you put in your price here, and so now it's saying, okay, we'll let you know. Is this correct? Reply with a yes or no. Yes. Okay, so now whenever price goes below this line, we'll get an email. I'm sorry, not an email. We'll get a message in Telegram like this right here. Let's see, where does it look like? There's an alert that pops up and says something somewhere. I don't see where. Oh, right here. Okay, so right here, I set one up for Petaverse a few weeks back. Okay, I set it up for over 1187, and it sent the alert when the price was 1188. Okay, and so it showed me that, and so that's how now you don't have to sit there in front of the screen and check it every day and do all those things. You're able to set that up there, and then now when price drops below, you get an alert. Or if you're looking for an exit, let's say that you got in down here and you want to exit up here. Okay, you would set your alert for right here at 0.003212. And then when price reaches that, you'll get an alert on Telegram, and you can just go check out the chart real quick and then go to Pancake or go to poocoin or whatever and swap it out. Your swap like that. Okay, does that make sense? Anybody have any questions on that, on using the alerts and how that can save you some time and energy, as not, constantly focused on, oh, what's the chart doing? What, the whole idea of this is, time and lifestyle. And so like, how much lifestyle do you have if you're staring at a chart constantly hoping that price is going to do something one way or the other? This can just give you the notification, where obviously you want to be responsive to your notifications on your phone, but you can just go about life and then tackle your position whenever it's ready. Another thing to do is, if this is your exit, if 0.00312 is your exit, you could even potentially put an alert right here. So now like, okay, it's approaching my exit. Okay, so you can almost have like time to like react and be ready. Like, okay, this is my exit up here. This is like the exit sign on the highway. This is a sign being, a quarter mile from the actual exit. It gives you plenty of time to prepare to get off the highway. Okay, does that make sense? Anybody have any questions?
Do we have a video showing how to set up the bot?
No, but I can make one of those.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Deborah, did you have a question?
Yeah. Well, what does he mean set up a bot? Is that a bot?
Actually, Adam, were you asking about the bot or the alert?
The bot itself. The alert is
okay. Yeah, the alert. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was asking about the alert. There is actually a bot, but I have not used this at all. So I have not explored that part yet. Anybody else, feel free to explore, but it's uncharted territory for me right now.
Ryan, my question is, this tool you're using where you're saying, okay, I want a 2x, and you're dragging it up and it shows you where it is.
Yes.
Is that available on poocoin? Or
yes.
is it on DexScreener?
Yeah, nope, it's available on poocoin. So let me show you my all my tips and tricks here. So on poocoin, at the bottom, there's a little oval right here that says show drawings toolbar. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So everybody write this stuff down. This is going to be a game changer. Okay. So the first thing that I use is a date range tool. Okay.
Date.
Yes, date range tool. And so you're going to see the measure tool. Above that is called icons. And you'll see like a bunch of icons and stuff. And above that is this little menu here. Okay, there's a little arrow and it's going to open this up. And there's the date range and there's the forecast. And to the right of those, there's a little star. And when you click the star, it adds it to your favorites bar right here. Okay, so this is your favorites bar. And now you don't have to go sort through all this list to find it. It's just right here on your favorites bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then so the date range tool, it counts the number of days. And then the forecast tool is basically just showing like a percent gain. So like from this point down here up to this high, that was 12%. Okay. And so that is one quick way for you to tell. And so again, on this chart, it's really easy to see on this chart because it's whole numbers. When I say whole, I mean like not like 10 zeros after the decimal place. But if you wanted to double, from right here, 120.4 or 120.5, you'd end up with 241. And that'd be real easy to go 100% or 2x from right here. But on some charts where the numbers are a little different, if they have a lot of zeros,
5 zeros.
Yeah, it's sometimes, for me anyway, it's really hard to see that. And so I just like using the forecast tool and dragging it up and seeing like, okay, and this area is what we're going for. And you can also do your math on the side to make it super accurate. But this kind of gives you an idea of what your target is and where you're headed.
Okay.
Does that help?
I'm going to go back and review this so that I can do it.
Okay, perfect.
Cool gadget. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Anybody else have any questions? Catherine, yes. So one of the things, as I was talking today, it seems like in this space, there's an idea, but there's like so many different ways or so many different names for the same idea. And so I've heard people use the term token address, contract address, interchangeably. And I don't know if one is more so official than the other, but on Pinksale, they call it the token address. And in other places, I've seen people call that the contract address. But they are the same. In my referencing, what I'm saying, they are the same thing. Yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, anybody else have any questions on some of the things that we covered today? Whether it be anything on poocoin or DexScreener, or on Pinksale with the claiming process or pancake swap. Any questions like that you have? We do have about 5 minutes left. If we want to take a look at a project really quick, if anybody has a project they want to take a look at, we can do a speed scouting. So Cynthia asks, how do you get from poocoin to DexScreener? Yeah, absolutely. And Cynthia, so I just on my Chrome browser, I just have poocoin saved as a favorite, and I have DexScreener saved as a favorite. So they don't just swap back and forth. These are just two different tabs that I have open, just for my, I guess you could call it project management. These are all the tools I use the most when working on the charts and working on the platform and things like that. So yeah, Aaron said great info on Telegram price alerts. Missed a 6x on one of the tokens last week. Man, hey, that's awesome, brother. Yeah, sorry that you missed, but congrats on the potential. Sometimes we keep keeping track of the potential is just as good as being in it. I mean, obviously it feels a little bit different financially, but the fact that the fact that you find a project that does great, man, that's awesome, brother. Congratulations. Okay, so Sarah asked to look at Vault Finance real quick. So we're gonna do a oh, that's awesome, brother. So the project is still at a 2 to 3x. That's fantastic. Congrats on that. Okay, so Sarah asked to look at Vault Finance real quick. So we're going to take a quick look at this. We're going to try to answer a handful of questions or topics that I like to look out for when I'm scouting and looking at projects. So let me, what am I doing? What am I doing? Here we go. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay, so Vault Finance. Oh, whoops. Let me look up one more thing. Sorry, I was getting my other list together here. Okay, Vault Finance. Okay, so first off, it is scouted by PSC 100X, Phyllis, and Crypto Gal, which is Luis. They both do a really good job. So that's something good to consider. So the first thing, let's go ahead and take a look at the website really quick. Let's close this other stuff out. Vault Finance. Oh, actually, I was looking at this. I think I did a Discord discussion on this, and I like the team. I got enrolled in the team's storytelling. So right off the bat, it is a pretty cool website, something a little bit different. I'm not really sure what's going on here. It's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, but it definitely catches my attention. I mean, there's nothing like super flashy about the website, but it doesn't look like they're trying to overcompensate for anything. One of the things I really liked about this project was the team. I like the fact that there's names, there's faces, and there's bios. I like the fact that there's also entertaining with this one, okay? And hear me out on this, guys. This could be a fault of mine, but hear me out and let me see what you guys think, okay? Here's Mr. Chris Esparza. One part doctor, one part crypto hawk, one part cowboy. Representing Dallas, Texas, USA, started dabbling in the space a few years back, and it appealed to my entrepreneurial and business mentality. I was hooked. I've always been involved with investments and startups. I love to travel, golf, socialize, and love a good scotch. I'm excited and very bullish about this project. Let's see, did I misread that? I'm excited and very bullish about what this project is going to become. That right there, I was enrolled in that little segment spoke a lot to me and got my interest when I looked at this project a couple of weeks ago. Now, I'm not saying that is good nor bad. That could be a flaw in my psychology and flaw in my makeup. But I like the fact that, one, they're acknowledging that he's a professional, he's a doctor, okay? Acknowledging that he's dabbled in the crypto space and he loves it, but also they're adding some comedy in there, part cowboy, okay? It's relatable. I did motivational speaking for a little bit of time, and one of the keys to a great introduction, 2 facts and 1 funny, okay? So 2 facts would be like, part doctor, part crypto hawk, part funny is part cowboy, okay? That creates some relatability. So when I was speaking, I would give my 2 facts, and then my relatability would be like, I often get mistaken as Colin Kaepernick because we're doppelgangers. And so that would create some interaction. The kids would love it, and they'd be like, oh man, he does look like Colin Kaepernick. Okay, so I saw that to say, reading these bios, I was super enrolled in the team. And for that reason, like, you guys know, I talk a lot about the team aspect. This team does not look like they're a super young team. They have experience, they have success in their prior fields. And I like that a lot. And so, when I'm looking at the team, I'm looking for prior experience in the crypto space, but as well as in the real world. Okay. So to be a doctor, there's a level of commitment. Okay. No matter what stage, okay, no matter what stage and what kind of doctor he is, there's some level of commitment for him to have received the title of a doctor. Okay. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate the struggle that these guys have potentially gone through to have success in their respected fields. Now, the thing that I would be curious about is, let's go ahead and pull up the Telegram. I'd be curious about, the amount of projects they've worked on in the past. So right now we got 1647 members. Let's go ahead and look at Luis posted this 23 days ago. And so they have 600 more members. Okay. So, I mean, clearly they're not trying to bot it. They don't have 10,000 and they don't have 10,000 members that are fake. So while the number may be quote unquote low, it may be quote unquote low, but at least it's real people. And in the last hour, there's been, I don't know, a handful of comments. Now, some of it's just saying Apollo. Oh, no, that was just one. My brain said, oh, no, there are more than one. Okay, so they're doing an AMA with Apollo. Okay. So let's go ahead and check out Telegram. We got 73 pinned messages. As you know, I love that. I like to see that they're communicating with the team. We also have a video from, is this Mr. Chris? Let's see.
But that's a good thing because it's pretty warm over here.
Okay, great. So this is a video. This is an AMA. This is an hour and 12 minutes long. It's either AMA or a voice chat, whatever. Hour, 12 minutes long. That was posted today. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Like I said, when I first saw this weeks ago, I really liked this. Let's scroll all the way up and see age of the Telegram. April 7th. So we got about maybe 7 weeks old is when the first pinned messages were. So let's scroll all the way up to see what else we can find, how old the Telegram group is. April 5th, it looks like. That's when the first message that we have is from April 5th. Okay. I mean, we got our highs in the early days, but nothing too excessive. Every day there's maybe I don't know, 20. But some of these stuff are just real basic. Let's do high good project. Let's type good project. Okay, none of the shenanigans we normally see when we type that stuff. So it looks like there's, for the most part, these are relatively real. For the most part, it doesn't look like there's too many bots in Telegram. Let's see about AMA. They're doing Apollo right now. Let's see. Join us, AMA Vault Finance today at 8 p.m. UTC. Is that? Oh, that was this morning. Let's go, guys. It is a smaller. Oh, this is an announcements group. It is kind of a smaller group to be doing an AMA in. All right, so we got a docs team. We got pretty good age, have experience. Let's look at some marketing, see if they have anything for marketing. Okay, this is marketing plans. We're busy formulating our marketing plans. Now I want to see some specifics. Okay, so let's go back to the website and see if we can see anything about marketing. Okay. I know I'm just breezing through this, but I'm looking for something that stands out that says like, hey, this is what our plan is. Like specifics, like what Vetter does, like what we do. Okay, so I don't necessarily see anything specifically about marketing. Do we know where? Do we know where the pre-sale is? If anybody else has looked at this project, please chime in if you know where the pre-sale is. Okay, not seen yet, or oh, it's not set yet. Okay. Okay, pre-sale is third quarter. Okay. Well, hey, so guys, this would be a great project to add to your volume of launches and follow through with this one. I think the team is from the surface level. I've had 2 conversations about this, one being today that's been about 6 minutes, and the other being I did a chat around this project in Discord maybe about a month ago. So this is saying third quarter for the pre-sale. So I say to write this down because there's plenty of time to do your due diligence, watch this project, ask your questions, get in the Telegram, and follow the process. But what I see right off the bat, like I like it a lot. I like it more than I liked it 4 weeks ago because they're being consistent in what they're doing. Again, professionals showing up with their names, their faces. They have no plans on launching the pre-sale until like still months away. So either they're waiting because of market conditions, or that was always part of the plan. Whatever the case, it looks like they're treating it seriously. So one of the questions that I would ask is this a project or is this a company? I haven't taken the time to figure that out, but that's something that, anyone listening right now, feel free to hop on and check out and see. And here's Chris again on video. And that looks like, again, is it a longer video? Yeah. 33 minutes. Okay. So that's good. Catherine asks, developer, Catherine, are you asking like, do they have in-house developer or who their developer is? Is that what you're asking? Let's scroll back up to the team here or down. Let's see. Okay, so right now we have CEO, COO, CBO, CSO. So what Catherine might be asking is, do they have an in-house development team? Catherine, that's a great question. That's one of the things that Robin runs into with different projects. Is one of the struggles that they have is they get to like outsource their development and things like that, and that can create problems. That's a great question to ask, Catherine. I would invite you to hop in their Telegram and ask that. I obviously haven't gone through all the information yet. The question might be answered here, but the team, part of the team, it's not covered that there's a developer there. But yeah, thank you for throwing that in. That's a great question. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that they're not launching for a bit of time because, like I said, more people can follow along with this. And also, I think this would be a cool company. Once we get launched and everything, this would be a cool company to have on as AMA and Vetter. I really appreciate teams who put effort into this part. I guess you could say I'm a sucker for the story. But it enrolls me in the vision. So those are some of the things that we talked about. So we covered the website looked good. So let me wrap it up in like 1 minute. Okay. So Scout and Vetter are PSC 100X and CryptoGal. I would give points to them. Website looks pretty good. I would say the Telegram, it's not dead. There were at least 20, 30 messages in the last hour. So I'd say it's alive. Telegram age, we got at least almost 8 to 9 weeks old. I feel like the communication is pretty good. Telegram Q&A, I haven't asked any questions yet, so I don't know how quick they are to respond. But they do have 73 pinned messages, which is super fantastic. They're in voice chat. They're doxed. They're showing their names, their pics. They're on video. Now, we don't know their prior crypto projects. Okay, we don't know that, but we do know a little bit about their prior experience and the experience in their respected fields. And I think that's valuable. Now, as far as KYC goes, I haven't seen anything with that. Let's see. We'll look real quick. Okay, so vault verified by a Anani docs. Yep. Okay, so KYC through Anonidocs. Now we didn't find anything about marketing, but they may answer those questions in voice chat or on their videos. And they are doing AMAs with other groups. And let's see about the audit. Okay, audit's not ready yet. Audit will come before launch. Well, that's fine since they're not launching until Q3. So there's plenty of time for that to happen. And that's about it. So yeah, again, I like what I'm seeing so far with this project. There's still plenty of time out. And this is what I'd really like to see now, since we have time to watch it. As I start implementing different marketing tactics and things like that, watching this number grow and watching the interaction in the group pick up. So those are just a few of the thoughts that I had. Hopefully that was helpful. We went through that really quick. We did that in about 15 minutes. But we did come up with some good questions to ask the group. So Catherine's going to ask about developer. Anybody want to take on asking about what the marketing plans are, specific marketing, and also anyone want to take on about the audit? Who are they going to go with, and why, and when will that be ready? So anybody who wants to take those on, feel free to do so. But definitely add this project to your volume of launches. Watch it, track it, keep up with it, ask questions in the group, and like I said, treat it seriously. I think it's a really good project to watch. So with that, this may be the longest I've gone over, but I hope it was helpful and valuable. Does anybody have any questions before we hop off here? No questions. Okay, perfect. Hey, I just want to say that this coming Thursday, we're going to be going over the new Scout rewards. Okay, we've been working hard, making some changes and implementations, and we really want to recognize and reward the Scouts who are doing a fantastic job. And each week we get closer to taking all the data that we're collecting and presenting it to the community in a way that makes sense and supports you in your research and helping you get the results you want to get. So Thursday is going to be a really big day. So definitely come back on Thursday. Check out the daily discussion there, because like I said, we're going to go over the new reward system, and it's going to be hot. It's going to be real hot. So hey, I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm going to end like my mentor always said. If you haven't heard this before, this is something I always say. But life can be short. So for those that you care and love, let them know you care and love them. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the Better community. Each day, each week, we're getting better and better. And, we're all in this together, and we all play our part. We all have a role. So thank you for being a part of the community. I truly appreciate you. I will see you in Telegram, or I'll see you in Discord. And that's it. Bye for now.
Thanks, Ryan.
Hey, thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, guys.
Ryan.
I'll catch you later.